Whenever you're ready.
You good?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, this is actually the first part of the ponying video. It's taken in a little different season. The other two horses that we used were a lot more trained by the time we started them. And here's some. In this video, I want to show just how we started with a young horse. This is a 4-year-old mare. She's been in training for 2 months about. Already ridden her a little bit, so ponying is not normally something I do right away. I'm just going to show you a little bit about how I prepare him for the actual ponying. Alright, now of course I've desensitized this horse a good bit. She's used to the rope holder, which I like using, but some people like using something else, and that's alright. You know, she's used to being touched with this stick. This mare's a little defiant, but that's okay. You know, we like to use horses which are not always perfect in these videos. Anyway, so the main thing when I start to teach them is that I like to teach them first to lead in hand, because then goes over to when I'm on the horse. It kind of works the same way. And I like to teach them also that I can be standing above them and kind of high up, so then when I'm on the horse they're not afraid of me because I'm all of a sudden much higher. Okay? Another thing, when I think of going with the horse, I have the horse up against the rail, I stand next to her over here. I'm going to ask her with the lead rope and the halter to go forward like this. I'm not going to try to pull her down like some people sometimes end up doing. I'm just going to ask her to go forward, and I'm going to tap her here a little bit with the stick like this. Okay? Good, good, good. Easy enough. Now the other thing I want to think of is that I want to have our 4 legs here, my 2 legs, and her 2 legs, kind of in sync if possible. I wasn't quite in sync there, but you know, you get the drift. Anyway, I'm just going to do this a little bit up against the rail, and we'll see how it works. I would normally use a little bigger space, but since we're on camera, I'm just going to do it on this little thing over here. She's doing this pretty good, and also when I stop, I just pull a little bit up like this. So that's when I'm on the horse. I'm going to be higher than her, and I want her to stop. I'm going to tuck this a little bit back like that. You don't always have to have such a long lead rope. I just like these ropes, but you can have a little shorter one. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm going to try to go a little faster. I'm going to get a little more life into her. I'm going to walk a little faster myself. I'm going to try to keep her always about here, so our shoulders are kind of on the same place. I don't want her. Once I get going faster, if I get too fast and I'm in front of her, it's a good chance that she's going to stop. And if I get too far over here, she's going to try to go too fast, and I'm going to kind of lose her a little bit. I don't want to do that. So at first, just, you know, if you have a horse she's obviously walking quite confident and being good, so we're just going to rush this along. But if you have a horse that has problems with the walking and is hesitant there, then you just keep on doing that. Don't rush it. Just take the time that you need, however long that is, or short. See that? Stop right away. She's licking her lips. She's fairly confident. The ground is a little hard. She doesn't really like it. Once they're doing this good, there's no use in overdoing it. At one point when you was going here, I got slightly in front of her and you could see that she hesitated a little bit. But I was ready with my little stick to touch her here, and I slowed down and I brought her up too. So that's kind of the gist of it. This is the short version. Now I'm just gonna. The other thing I really like to do is I like to be able to climb up on this fence here. See how she doesn't really like it too much, but I'm just gonna climb up here, get her used to me being here. So I just kind of get her to come over. Oh, she does that extremely good. I have to admit I've done this part one time before, and I just ask her to stand here and I pet her a little bit and ask her to go. Yeah, good. Then I ask her to come again. Yeah. See, this is good. That they can stand there, be calm and quiet while you're up here doing whatever we need to be doing. Riding our other horse. Get them to come to you like this, it just takes a little time. You just sit up here, have a long lead rope for this, because sometimes they want to go further away and you don't want to sort of climb up and climb down. So you can let them go a little further away and then you just get them closer to you again, and once they're standing kind of like this at an angle, you just pet them a little bit and you can ask them to step a little forward. Yeah, she got a little closer to the fence, which was great. You know, this is putting my foot on her ear, I'll rub her a little bit. This is a good exercise because when I'm old and tired, I like to be able to maybe climb up on the fence and get on them like this. Who knows? So that's basically it. Now we're ready to put her on a horse and pony, but we're probably not going to do that with her. We're just going to use the other two videos that we have. So, thank you.